Okay, we are live, and if you're watching, welcome along for the ride. There's about a 50-50 chance this video will upload on the YouTube, or a 50 chance I will lose this video forever. So that's the deal with my live broadcasting. I really just want to take you along on a ride on the theological questions I've been having. Good morning, everyone. I know these videos also get cut off in the beginning, so I'm kind of delaying. Lately I've been teaching that and theorizing that angels don't have sexual desire, and when we read about the fall of the angels in the book of Enoch in Genesis 6, that concluding that when they lusted after the human women, assuming that happened from heaven, that lust was a green light to sin, as they saw, as when we also know what happened with the sons of Seth and the children of Cain. But you know what? I have to kind of retract that. And yesterday I shared this verse in the second book of Baruch. For Adam became a danger to his own soul, even to the angels became he a danger, or actually sinful man. But when we read continuing in the second book of Baruch, it really does allude that angels had sexual desire. And there's a lot of really interesting things here. If anyone is interested, following along in the text, I know this is a mess. Number one, the next passage in the second book of Baruch raises up a lone verse in the book of Jubilees that I had a lot of questions of, and I think we're really getting a piece of the puzzle of what happened in Genesis 6 that nobody talks about. Now, hear me out. Do angels have sexual desire? Before we get into this, okay? Yeshua himself said in the Gospels, in the kingdom of heaven, there'll be neither male nor female, nor will they be given into marriage, for we will be like the angels. Ecclesiastes 12:5 says, in our redemption, when we at least receive all the glory of Adam, who was revered above the angels. I don't really know. We really don't know the difference of the glory of Adam before the fall and the glory of angels. But sexual desire, or at least the passion of sex, came with the devil. So we will not have that in our redemption. In the millennial reign, we are called to repopulate the earth. I believe sex will probably be better without the sin. But that's a different story. But clearly it's scriptural that it really does not make any sense scripturally for angels to have sexual desire. It really doesn't. Ecclesiastes 12:5, and it says here again, along with the fall, passion and sexual desire came about. So here's the question. This passage in 2nd Baruch really opens some doors to the Genesis 6 and the Enoch story that nobody talks about. Moreover, at that time, when Adam was created, the angels enjoyed liberty. Okay? How many of you read the Enoch story and the Genesis 6 story that the angels were watching from heaven and lusted after the women? That's what I always assumed. But this passage actually seems to allude that the angels dwelt on the earth. Check it out, okay? For moreover, at that time, when Adam was created, the angels enjoyed liberty. Now I want you to cross-reference a peculiar verse in the book of Jubilees, 4:15. Okay? If I turn to it, I'll lose my page. Give me a second. Here we go. I won't lose my page. No, I didn't have it marked. In Jubilees 4:15, if I could find it in my Bible really quick, we could go there. It actually says that angels descended, and here we are, okay? This is a very peculiar verse that nobody talks about. Jubilees 4:15. For in the days of Jared, right, as Genesis 6 says, the days of Jared is when the angels fell and wanted to mate with the human women. But in the days of Jared, for in his days the angels of Yahuwah, not evil angels, not Satan's angels, not Lucifer's angels, because when Lucifer fell, he did have a league of angels, not Lucifer's angels, but Yahuwah's angels descended on the earth, those who were named the Watchers, that they should instruct the children of men, and that they should do judgment and uprightness on the earth. Nobody talks about this. So in the days of Jared, angels came down on the earth to teach men righteousness. I don't have the scriptures, but I do believe we see that in the book of Cave of Treasures. The reason why they came along in the days of Jared, I guess, I don't know. In the book of Cave of Treasures, it says that the angels taught men games. They taught them how to plant. They taught them how to make roofs and all this kind of stuff. And this is, I'm just going to say, this is a confirmation to a dream that I had a very long time ago, which is a parallel to the burning of weapons that we read of in Ezekiel. And the message I got in that dream was everything, whether good or bad, that we were given came from angels. And that's what helped me understand flat earth and young earth and all that kind of stuff. Anyway, so this is a very peculiar verse from the book of Jubilees that nobody talks about, that we really can't fit into the biblical narrative or the Genesis 6 narrative, that the days of Jared, angels descended on the earth to teach men uprightness. Now, we can confirm this in this passage in 2 Baruch. Let's continue reading, okay? Here we go. For moreover, at that time, when Adam was created, the angels enjoyed liberty. That must be a reference to Jubilees 4:15. And some of them descended and mingled with the women. And then those who did so were tormented in chains. Okay, we all know that, Enoch and Jude and 2 Peter. But the rest of the multitude of the angels, I assume, who were on earth, of which there is no number, restrained themselves. This really alludes to angels having sexual desire. Or maybe when the angels dwelt on the earth, they had sexual desire, as opposed to the watchers in heaven. That could be the answer. I don't know. And those who dwelt on the earth, the angels who dwelt on the earth, who did mate with and those evil angels, and those who dwelt on the earth perished together with them through the waters of Noah's flood. But the rest of the multitude of the angels, of which there is no number, restrained themselves. I don't know. This is a mystery. This passage is a mystery. Does it relate to Jubilees 4:15? And it really alludes to angels having sexual desire. Or maybe angels having sexual desire, they have sexual desire when they descend on the earth. Now reread the Enoch 6 or 7 account. It doesn't necessarily allude that the angels decided to lust after the women while they were in heaven. That you can read it that the angels decided to lust after the women while they were on earth, and this makes sense. So maybe the answer is angels have sexual desire when they are on the earth. This is a mystery that I'm searching out, and I just wanted to take you guys along for the ride. Very interesting theological questions. Everybody talks about the Genesis 6 story, but nobody talks about this topic. So we really should be considering Jubilees 4:15 and this passage in 2 Baruch chapter 56, the end of 2 Baruch 56. We should really be including this and thinking about this in our understanding in the Genesis 6 account and how this fits in. It's very interesting, guys. All right, I'm going to let you guys go. I'll be on later. I don't even know if this video will upload. So if you can, if you want to watch this video, I suggest rewinding it now before I hit the stop button. It's 50-50 whether this video will survive the algorithm of persecution. Okay.